Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, I am JV. I'm a second year medical student from St. Luke's Medical Center, College of Medicine, William H. Quasha Memorial. For today's vlog, we are going to have the finale episode of What's Your Medical School series. In this episode, we will have all the medical students featured in each episode of this series come together so that you'll be able to easily compare and contrast each school. Without further ado, let's get it! So hello guys, welcome back again to the vlog. Before we discuss, let's do a quick run through of introductions first.
Hi guys, I'm Migs from UST.
Hi, I'm Ruth from LaSalle. Hi, I'm Diane from St. Luke's.
Hi, I'm Ari from Ateneo.
Hi, I'm Bianca from UERM. Hello, Carmel from UP.
Hi, Kenny from FEU.
Okay, so even if I'm from St. Luke's, I won't be representing St. Luke's today because Diane is going to be representing St. Luke's. So let's start. First question, guys. So if you'll rank your school out of the med schools represented here today, where do you think would you fall? Let's start with Ateneo.
Okay, so for the ranking kasi mahirap siya yung ranking pag hindi natin alam yung criteria, di ba? Pero like, it's based like on, kunyari ako magbigay ng criteria. Of course, I believe Ateneo is one of the top medical schools. Not only na nandito sa group, but in the country. Considering na young pa lang yung school namin, ang dami nang nagawa. PLE ranking din namin, like, we've always been at the top 10 since we started. Also, in Ateneo, we also have an adaptive curriculum and double degree din sa Ateneo.
Okay, so of course, sa top din kami. Just a little bit of history ng med school ng LaSalle. Hindi talaga siya nag-start sa LaSallian Brothers. In evolution, in time, tsaka na nag-take over ng LaSallian Brothers. And alam mo naman yung LaSallian system sa Philippines, sa law, part yun ng top 4. So, parang nag-reflect yun sa amin, of course. Ganyan. Tapos yung basically quality education and LaSallian spirit. Yes!
So, for me, kasama din yung FEU sa top kasi, well, based sa mga statistics na nakikita ko sa Facebook and also sa internet, nasa top 5 ang FEU sa mga medical schools. Pero syempre, may mga criteria silang sinunod. And also, based sa history ng FEU, lumipat yung FEU just for medicine, which is yung NRMF. Kasi may FEU Diliman, may FEU Manila, pero just to focus ang mga courses with health-allied medicine and anything na related with taking care of a patient, kaya malapit din kami sa ospital, kaya naging lumipat yung medicine for FEU. And ayun, quality education din, and of course, world-class facilities and excellent professors.
Of course, St. Luke's, I believe, is also in the top schools. I believe in the quality of the medical curriculum of St. Luke's, given the 100% yung passing rate ng PLE since 2009. And noong 2016 and 2017, the college was awarded as the #1 top-performing school by the Professional Regulation Commission. And of course, same then world-class facilities, and we have excellent professors.
For me, one of the top schools din kasi if you ask people in general, for sure, isa dun sa choices is UERM. And I think that's based din kasi on the consistent performance of UE over the years sa PLE. I think world-class din yung graduates namin, and I can say na quality education din talaga yung na-receive namin.
Syempre, UP. Wag na patumpik-tumpik pa. Top 1 kami, di ba? De, joke lang. But seriously though, di kami magpapatalo, of course. Admitted din naman, I guess, we're one of the top medical schools din naman of the Philippines, based on like PLE and stuff like that. But also, I think it's important to emphasize the amount of experience we get from this university, like the patient interaction. That's why I think I could rank it sa top na yon.
I believe na we are in the top medical schools here in the Philippines kasi kami yung first medical school dito sa Philippines, and feel ko hindi naman magtatagal yung UST if hindi talaga magaling and maganda yung quality ng education. And UST FMS has also produced the largest number of competent, compassionate, and committed physicians like Jose Rizal.
So next question will be, what's the best pro of your medical school? Let's start with FEU.
Okay, so yung best pro ng aming medical school will be yung facilities kasi updated lahat and of course, world-class lahat ng facilities ng FEU.
I think the best pro is how St. Luke's made an effort to integrate a clinical perspective in our first year of medical school, even through traditional means like, for instance, our exams, they're very analytical. And we have a separate weekly subjects na Foundations of Medicine, which is team-based learning na for the incoming batches, dedicated to help us integrate all of our subjects every week.
I think it's their emphasis on kung ano ba talaga yung values na one doctor should have. So like part of being a great doctor kasi apart from the knowledge na meron siya is yung attitude, yung work ethic, and yung values na meron yung doctor towards his or her patients. So yun yung binavalue ng UE is integrity, empathy, compassion, tapos of course yung sense of social responsibility, which is, we're doing this to serve the people.
I think the pro of joining UP is the amount of experience you get with interacting with patients from first year pa lang. You get to interact with them already. And also the heart to serve the underserved, which is always the motto of.
Yes, the FMS also produces the most number of doctors every year with a near 100% passing rate. It's very hard to survive here, but it's very worth it.
In Ateneo, I think one of the best pros is that we get to rotate both in private and public hospitals. So, makita mo talaga yung exposure mo doon. Then, the next best pro is probably the community. Kasi iba talaga, like pagpasok mo pa lang sa Ateneo, mafe-feel mo na yung support ng mga classmates mo, upper batches, lower batches, and even the admin. Like, we have surprises para sa mga other batchmates pag may mga card exams sila. And I think one of the things we take pride of talaga is our Pugad Agila or our board ops. And like, kunyari, if ikaw yung board taker, like you have partner na lower batches na didisingin ka, surprise ka, kaya mag-text ng mga questions sa inyo, ganun. And just the recent lang na 2019 nga na board exam, like, lahat ng graduates ng Ateneo from 2012 to 2024 na batch, yun, lahat sila nag-provide ng surprise for the 2019 board takers batch. So, in Ateneo, alam mo talaga na alaga ka.
Okay, so I think common naman sa atin is we're all trained in our schools to be a 5-star physician basically, but for specifically for LaSalle, we're honed to be a Lasallian physician for the lost, the last, and the least. Char. And aside from that, from a medical student point of view, I think it's very important since you spend most of the time sa school is yung campus mismo, and our campus talaga is hindi siya yung building na campus na you can breathe talaga, which I think is very important. Maganda talaga yung facilities, ganun. Yan.
Okay, so thank you for those answers, everyone. So the next question is going to be, if you were to transfer to another medical school, so excluding obviously kung saan kayo naka-enroll now, where would it be? And a little bit of like reasoning kung bakit yun yung pinili mo. Okay, let's start with UP.
For me, St. Luke's. Kasi ever since before pa ako nag-med, yung UE and St. Luke's talaga yung pinagpipilian ko. And I think it's because yung mga people na I know who went there, kapag nag-share sila ng experience, sobrang nag-enjoy talaga sila. Tapos parang sobrang na-convince ako nung passion nila to serve and yung quality ng education doon.
I applied din kasi sa UERM. So UERM, sobrang ganda kasi ng ratings and nung mga naririnig ko before from the upper batch nung pharma pa ako. Like hindi siguro sa chill kasi feel ko pare-pares lang naman yung load, pero siguro kasi mas student friendly daw sa UERM.
So now let's move on naman to LaSalle.
Ako, feel ko if ever sa UPCM, although hindi ako nag-apply doon, parang na-mention din kanina na since first year pa lang may patient experience na. So parang, yeah, tas more experience na talaga habol ko sa UP kasi it's a public hospital, so parang nag-immerse ko talaga sa people, which I think is very important. It's into becoming, a physician. Yun.
Okay, so let's go with Diane, St. Luke's.
Well, I was choosing between St. Luke's and Ateneo, so my answer would be Ateneo. I was interested in their MD-MBA degree, and yung nagustuhan ko talaga sa Ateneo is their community, very tight-knit and supportive, which I think is also essential when you're in med school.
Okay, so let's move on to UP naman.
Well, for me, I actually applied for almost all of the schools. Pero now, looking back, at retrospect, I think I would have also applied for LaSalle. So exchange kami ni Ruth. Kasi as she mentioned, yung environment, which hindi talaga namin ma-experience sa UP. We want that breath of fresh air na sinasabi nila. Yun. And of course, yung quality. So, nababalance out naman siya.
So, let's go with, Kenny.
Okay, so for me, UST yung aking isa pang choice kasi graduate ako sa UST for my pre-med and also my high school UST. So, kumbaga dire-diretso na lang na UST, sana. Pero since nga kinonsider ko yung layo and also yung travel, kaya kinonsider ko na lang yung FEU kasi since naman same din naman na nagpo-provide ng quality education, so FEU na lang pinipili ko.
Okay, so let's go with Ate Ari.
Okay, sige. So sa akin, it's not Ateneo, actually St. Luke's din. So kami yung baliktad naman ni Dayan. St. Luke's to first is closer to home. Malapit lang ako sa St. Luke's. And second, yung program and yung curriculum ng St. Luke's is also like similar din sa Ateneo.
So next question, guys. What should they apply to your school? Let's start with UST.
Kung gaano kasaya yung student life here sa UST, ganun din siya kahirap kasi legit halos everyday may quiz, 3 to 5 lectures per day, everyday SGDs. Pero looking at the board performance, yung facilities, yung professors, yung UST hospital, and yung exposures namin sa patients, I believe na it's very worth it.
Okay, so let's go to UE, Bianca.
May bidet kami. Joke. Sorry. Dapat na naka-mute, sorry.
Okay.
You get to meet people na sobrang galing, like classmates and profs both. Tas you can't help but be inspired. Tapos, curriculum-wise, ina-ensure talaga nila na maganda yung foundation mo for knowledge. And all the people I know graduating from UE are great doctors, not because they just know their stuff, but because they also know how to have good relationships with their patients and they know how to apply that. Tapos, yun nga, yung excellence reflective naman siya on our board performance.
Okay, so let's move to LaSalle.
Okay, so first, especially if incoming freshman ka, important yung may support system ka na agad. And kasi kami, we're just one big batch in one big auditorium. So imagine you have 300 people supporting you and para magdadamayan ko every other exam, ganyan. I think that's very important. Then aside from that, paulit-ulit ako facilities talaga, promise, no doubt, facilities. And of course, quality education. Yun.
Now let's move on to St. Luke's, Dayan.
So first, we have quizzes every Friday. So mostly, you have a hold of your time talaga. So may good work-life balance. And as I said earlier, the exams are very analytical. So in my opinion, our exam is more focused on testing if you really understood the topic and less on if you've memorized it, which I believe is helpful in the long run for the boards. And which goes to my next point na St. Luke's, consistent yung passing rate sa PLE. So I think very good yung quality na education. And our admin and professors also very considerate. And our culture is also very supportive. And we have, I believe, a healthy community.
Okay, thank you, Dayan. Okay, so let's move on to FEU naman.
Okay, so same with the different medical schools din naman, yung quality education, a consistent performance sa PLE, and also sa student body, very diverse ang FEU kasi they accept students from, like for the first batch, first year pala, I mean, it would be like 700 to 800. So marami ka talaga makikita mga students. And also from different schools, so marami kang magiging friends and support system. And also, when it comes to facilities din naman, nasabi ko na kanina, world-class talaga ang mga facilities ng FEU. So, yeah.
So, let's move on naman to Ateneo, Ate Ari.
Okay, so, yeah, like I mentioned a while ago, no, like, Ateneo is the top 1 performing school siya recent with PLE, so we had 100% passing rate. And ever since nag-start yung Ateneo, we're consistently at the top 10. So, yun, quality education. Then, yung prof din namin top tier. Masasabi kong top tier siya kasi galing siya sa lahat ng schools ng lahat ng students dito ngayon. Since bago pa nga lang kami. So, yun. Then, yung mission, vision, and values din ng Ateneo. Like, it doesn't want you to become just a better doctor, pero a better person talaga as a whole. So, then, in Ateneo, like, we're told to be well-rounded individuals na para kang kumukuha ng triple degree dito eh. Not just MD, but also MBA and public health also, PH. And for maraming options of extracurricular activities sa Ateneo. And the admin really supports lahat ng mga extracurricular activities na yun. And lastly, katulad ng sinabi ko, it's the community. Like, I think best community talaga in Ateneo. And we have this saying na, no Atenean left behind. So yun, you're gonna enjoy studying here kasi solid talaga yung support.
Okay, Carmel.
Well, I couldn't emphasize enough just how much practical experience ang makuha mo kasi like, if you want na mababang ratio of students to cadaver dissection, go to UP kasi it's just 6:1 CAD. And then also, why not sa yung pagiging free tuition namin, all you have to do is pay the miscellaneous. And there's also news na baka magkakaroon pa ng stipend. So if you have the concern of like money, then UP is a good choice also. And also, we have a lot of famous and big time and yung parang really smart professors who have contributed a lot to the society. So if you really hope to be like them, then join UP.
Okay, good answers, guys. Thank you for those answers. So I messaged you guys to prepare a question for another school. And we'll start asking these questions now. So let's start with the question of Ateneo to LaSalle.
Okay, so etong question ko, like, nakuha ko lang from surveys from my LaSallian friends. Okay, so galing to sa kanila. So, Ruth, is it true na sa DASMA, mabilis daw kayong mag-agawan ng boyfriend or girlfriend?
Sizo lang nga ako eh. Di ko alam. Uy, wala akong alam na ganyan. Oh, wait kami. Loyal.
Okay, as if naman you're speaking from experience, diba? Next question will be coming from FEU to St. Luke's.
Okay. Hi, Diane. So, question ko for St. Luke's. Sino si William H. Quasha?
Actually, nung tinry ko siya ni parang hindi ko rin masyadong sure. Parang ang dami niyang ginawa. Lawyer siya, tapos industrial psychologist siya, tapos mechanical engineer siya. But nalagay siya sa St. Luke's na name kasi naging chairman and president din siya ng St. Luke's Medical Center.
Okay. Actually, hindi ko rin alam yon from St. Luke's. Pero like, okay, thank you, Diane, for that information. Okay, so the next question will be coming from St. Luke's to Ateneo naman.
Hi, Ari. So, since you have a double degree, isn't it inevitable na parang may mako-compromise na isa? Because for me, parang MD pa lang, I have to ally some subjects na. So, what more if I take an extra degree?
Actually, in Ateneo, like, nakaset yung day mo for MBA talaga. So, parang alam mo na sa schedule mo, na naka-block na siya. Like, 1 day sa week na yun. Doon mo lang siya gagawin yung MBA mo. And sometimes, like, syempre, mag-worry ka na, okay, like, kailangan kong mag-aral ng maraming stuff. Pero kasi, I think in Ateneo, like, we're trained not just to be outstanding clinicians, but also dynamic leaders and social catalysts. Yun yung sinasabi sa amin parate. So, like, we're taught not just to look at the person by the disease, pero to look at the whole person and the society they live in din. So, diba, yun nga, social determinants of health, diba? So, parang hindi lang as manggagamot, pero, you're also managers of scarce resources. Di ba parang, katulad nga ngayon, di ba, COVID, ganyan. Like, hindi natin alam kung parang may managerial, like, qualities yung mga nag-lead sa atin ng mga doctors ngayon. So, ayun. So, parang I think hindi mo siya kailangan ipaghiwalay. Like, maaaral mo siya, like, combine, na ma-maximize yung learnings mo sa med. Kasi maa-apply mo siya through your MBA. So, yun yung what our MBA is for. And kaya, like, kahit may hirap sa minsan ipagsabay, tinatry talaga namin yung best namin na ipagsabay siya.
Okay, so the next question will be coming from LaSalle naman to UP.
Okay. Hi, Carmel.
Hi!
So, alam kong maraming smart sa inyo, maraming brainy. Pero, bakit marami ring daga? Char!
Alam mo ba, sabi ko na nga ba, yan yung tatanong mo eh.
Ang daming
Pero
sa
yan.
Twitter ngayon, ang daming daga.
Can't deny, guys. Okay, marami talagang daga. I think kasi like bahain yung area, ganon. Tapos, hindi naman sa sinisiraan kasi I love my university. I love UP. Pero legit guys, as in magle-lecture kayo, tapos may biglang sisigaw sa likod na, ah! Tapos yung pala may dagang dumaan sa paa niya. Tapos sa auditorium kayo. So sabay-sabay kukunan niyo yung bag niyo. Tapos ayun, yeah, marami talagang daga. Confirm.
So the next question will be coming from UE naman to FEU.
Okay. Hi, Kenny. So, a lot of people say na FEU and UERM are equal in terms of academic performance and as a med school, basta in everything talaga. So, with that, in your opinion, what do you think is your edge over UE?
I think yung edge namin would be yung dami ng students na tinatanggap ng FEU. Yes, marami sila, pero at least kahit paano, yun nga, diverse and marami kang mamimit na people and also para pagdating na panahon, you will have a lot of connection pagdating na pag nandun ka na sa, pag naging doctor ka na.
So the next question will be coming from UP naman to UST.
Hi, Miguel!
Hello.
Okay, my question is, di ba na-mention mo na ang dami niyong quizzes, ang dami niyong exams.
Yes.
Tapos ako, minapanood kasi ako na may pa-video pa kayo, like music video, tapos meron pa kayong theater. So, saan sa schedule niyo siya nasisingit?
Actually, yung nabanggit ba na video, yun yung FISHO video contest every year sa mga first year. And second sem siya usually, yung kapag umuunti na yung topics. And parang hindi naman siya dagdag load for me kasi parang yun yung time na parang nakalimutan namin na marami kami inaaral kasi na-enjoy namin siya gawin. And ayun, feeling ko hindi siya dagdag load. Nakatanggal siya ng stress habang ginagawa namin yung mga ganong bagay na extracurricular activities.
Okay, so last question naman from UST to UE.
Hello, Bianca. Curious lang din na bakit si Ramon Magsaysay yung nakadikit sa pangalan ng UE? Nasa Quezon kayo, bakit hindi si Manuel Quezon?
To my knowledge, parang dati kasi yung UE RM, parang UE College of Medicine lang siya. Pero nung around 1950s, nung namatay si Ramon Magsaysay, ginawa siyang tribute to him. So, ginawang UERM.
Okay, so since you guys ask questions naman to each other, it's my turn naman to ask questions from my perspective and yung mga nakalap ko rin from other people. So just a disclaimer, personal questions to from people na they really wanna know. And you may or may not answer these questions. Okay, so let's start with UST. So sa UST raw, masyado raw kayong matatalino kapag theoretical, pero sa practical wala raw kayong maibubuga. Is that true, Meg?
No! Ako personally, feeling ko hindi. Kasi yung experience ko so far, parang exposed kami talaga sa patient. So, hindi ko masasabi na magaling lang kami pag theoretical.
Okay, so next question will be for UP naman. So, ano sa tingin mo, or ano masasabi mo, Carmel, dun sa mga narinig lang din natin na may mga nakakapasok daw sa UP dahil anak sila ng Diyos?
Disclaimer, this is only my observation and it does not in any relation confirm nor deny anything and does not represent entirely the UP. Pero yes, I've heard of that term, anak ng Diyos. It's actually commonly used sa amin because of course, di natin maiwasan, meron din naman kaming classmates who are really, really smart. Pero nagkataon lang din naman kasi na anak sila ng professor there, ganun. So that's why we call them that. And I cannot confirm if it is true kung ganun talaga. Kasi hindi rin naman nagiging transparent also like kung anong ranking mo talaga sa when you enter. But yes, it's still an ongoing issue sa amin. And also, pinaglalaban pa rin namin talaga yung transparency. And also more equality sa admissions namin. So, just to add lang naman, para lang din maging mas tayo, like supportive of UP. For example, dati kasi, ranking of students, imimix nila yung, if 50-50 nila yung males and females. So, yung top 50 dapat boys, top 50 girls. But then, there is an issue kasi na nagkataon na like, may girls na mas maraming matataas na grades. So, lugi sila, talo sila. So ngayon, there are developments. So this year, naging mas marami na yung females kasi mas maraming may matataas ng GWA. Ganun. So meron naman para developments and improvements. And doon sa issue na yon, I'll be quiet. Joke lang. Yeah, I cannot say.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Carmel. So next naman is for Ate Ari for Ateneo. Ano yung masasabi mo na like sinasabi nila na yung MBA daw ng Ateneo is not really an MBA, na parang mas focus daw kayo sa med and then dumagdag lang yung MBA just to make Ateneo more unique from other med schools?
Actually, parang feeling ko connect natin dun sa tanong sa akin kanina, no? Kaya kami nahihirapan ipagsabay. Kasi like, mahirap din talaga yung MBA ng Ateneo. And yung mga nagtuturo sa amin are really professors from AGSB, or Ateneo Graduate School of Business, na alam din natin is one of the top business schools here in the country. So yun, like pareho sila ng hirap, pero pareho rin silang kailangan namin lagpasan.
Okay, so Ate Ari, next is for FEU. So, ano yung, Kenny, like based on your experience or yung observation mo, totoo ba na mataas yung parang death rate sa FEU na parang half na lang ng mga nakakapasok yung nakakalabas ng FEU? Parang pwede bang magbigay ka ng parang, mag-shed ka ng light doon sa issue na yun sa FEU?
Okay, so for my observation lang din, nakikita ko yung mga batchmates ko ng first year, ngayon second year na ako, yes, nabawasan kami. And yung iba sa mga kasama ko, it's either nag-drop na sila and yung iba naman, nagkasama na sa mid-year. So explain ko lang din yung mid-year. So yung mid-year, part ka pa rin ng batch, pero hindi ka na yung like same month magte-take ng PLE. Pero you're still considered 2023, pero you're labeled at mid-year. So hindi siya labeled as irregular, mid-year siya. So pero kaming mga nasa second year na ngayon, we're considered regular. So, ganun.
Okay, thank you, Kenny. The next question is for my school then, St. Luke's. May mga nagtatanong sa atin na like, hindi raw ba competitive in terms of like practical or clinical skills yung mga taga St. Luke's kasi private na yung hospital natin, so we're not exposed to parang more diseases or like yung mga ganong cases. What do you think about that?
Well, actually, kasi when we go to internship or clerkship and we have to rotate, we also rotate to government hospitals. And then sa St. Luke's naman, we have a charity ward. So I think na-compensate naman yung diversity of cases by going to government hospitals. But in the cases na we train in St. Luke's, I don't think naman na sobrang wala kaming exposure kasi we also have charity patients. Tapos yung charity patients ka namin is you don't know their charity kasi nakamix sila with the private patients. So I think that's also one thing that's really nice about St. Luke's.
Okay, thank you, Dayan. Next question will be for LaSalle. So, eto actually hindi siya masyadong controversial. It's more of like yung popularity of school. So, ano rin naman sa tingin niyo or masasabi mo na like LaSalle is not an option, especially if you are from the big schools like UST, UP, ganyan nung undergrad ka. Like, what can you say about that?
Well, for me, personally, it wasn't in my top choice because wala siya sa metro, okay? So, it's in the province. But, nung nakarating na ako ng LaSalle and I experienced the LaSalle education, worth it siya. Alam mo, hindi nyo lang pinapansin. Pero first choice siya ng mga LaSallian students talaga ever since. So I guess if you're just not from LaSalle, hindi mo siya maiisip. Pero yeah, I'm really thankful na napunta ako ng LaSalle.
Okay, so last question but not the least for Bianca, UE. So, ano yung masabi mo dun sa idea na like laging second choice daw yung UERM and it's never the first choice?
Hindi siya totoo for me. Kasi, well, ako personally, first choice ko ang UE. Tapos, I know several people from my class and from other batches na kahit pumasa sila ng other schools na baka people think na better as a med school, pero pinili pa rin nila yung UE. Kasi nga, I think, meron tayong sarili-sariling preferences kung what we look for in a med school. And I believe kasi na pare-pareho lang naman talaga ng tinuturo. Like, med is med. So, magdedepend na lang dun sa individual factors kung anong gusto natin. And then, yun yung magiging deciding factor kung ano yung pipiliin nating med school.
Okay, so let's end with a fun note naman. If you were to describe your school with one medical related term or concept, what would it be? Let's start with Ateneo.
Brachial plexus.
Brachial plexus, interesting. Okay, next, UP.
Krebs cycle.
Krebs cycle. Ay, so FEU naman.
Renal physiology.
Renal physiology. Okay, so let's move on to UST.
Renin, angiotensin, aldosterone.
Okay, that.
So,
Let's go to LaSalle.
Astrocytes.
Okay, next is UE.
Neuroanatomy.
So last but not the least, St. Luke's.
Action potential.
Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you guys for accepting my invitation again. I'm pretty sure we helped so much sa mga future med students. That's it, you guys. We have finally concluded this series. I hope that you are able to know more about each medical school featured here. I know that choosing your medical school is a hard decision to make. I get it. I've been there, I've done that already. But I hope that you found this videos helpful in choosing the best medical school that suits you and your needs. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or further inquiries about a particular school, you can leave a comment down below and we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, do not forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and if you are feeling good, like you should, then you should share this video as well. And that's it for today. As usual, thank you for the love and support. See you guys on the next one. Stay cool!